Ooh-wee. Let's go. It's Out of the Box Podcast, the number one podcast that the industry never knew they needed. And we don't give a fuck if y'all didn't know y'all needed us, cause now you fucking do. We don't give a fuck about y'all industry motherfuckers, cause we here to fucking stay at the end of the day. Shout out to Flex Cartel, shout out to Fat Trail, shout out to the DMV. Let's go. Fuck it up, baby, come fuck with a real nigga. Ooh-wee. That means I'm coming to deal with you. That's what I'm talking about. Most of these niggas won't deal with you. I'm in the trap with the field niggas. Back in the day, we was still niggas. Turn up. If y'all don't know who the fuck I am by now, I go by the name Chiquita Speaks, the Southern Belle, that is. And shout out to my brother Jerome in the house is in the building. And we about to fucking take over. That's point blank period. Let's go.
Hey. I fuck with that, you know. Shout out to Flex Cartel. Yo, recognize at the end of the day, recognize who the fuck we is. You know what I'm saying? It was Out of the Box Podcast, okay? So one of the things we want to basically talk about in this episode is crabs in the barrel mentality.
Period.
Right? And the reason why I want to talk about this is because we always get these issues. And I don't know if you're an artist or if you're basically an entertainer, whatever you call yourself. At the end of the day, we have these situations where people don't want to help you out, or people want to basically block your progress. And the thing is, we want to just dig deep in why do people feel that way? What is the reason, and what can propel us to avoid crabs in the barrel mentality, especially from where we're from? You know, one of the main things that we basically deal with is that as artists, like as some people that we basically see that maybe become an artist or start going to music, that could be our friend. We basically look at them as like, okay, this is our friend. Let's not take their music seriously. You know, they send us a song and everything like that. We're gonna be like, why are you singing this shit? This shit sucks. It probably is lit, but because it's our friend, we're gonna be like, this shit sucks.
Right.
And it's because we already have that mindset that, you know, these artists are different kind of people and that they're basically this higher being that comes down with this music. No, it's not that way. But one of the main things is that we have to understand is that when we come from that place, that people are not going to always see our dreams. Now, one thing I want to ask you, Chiquita, is like, have you, like, you know, crabs in the barrel mentality, like what's something that you have basically maybe had experience or have seen someone experience a crab and barrel mentality? Like, have someone ever tried to block something from you or block something from another artist or something you may have seen or whatever that be like, you know what, that's crazy?
Absolutely. I think, haven't we all? You know, I feel like on the way up is always like the hardest part. When in anything that you do, especially when you're doing something that's out of the norm. I think a lot of people don't really take it as serious. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I would say, let me give y'all an example. When it came to me coming up, I don't come from like a wealthy family and middle class family. Like I came, my family was like pretty like poor. Like honestly, you know, I'm the like first time generation, first person to really go to school, all that type of stuff. So for me, I came from a background where a lot of people wasn't used to seeing the things that I've done and doing the things that I'm doing. So I feel like a lot of times for some people, it doesn't resonate with them because it's like when you're on the way up, when they see you, they like, this is Chiquita. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to believe that someone like me could be doing the things that I'm doing because of the background that I come from in my past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come from like a lot of connections and all that things. Those were things that I had to work hard to get to and had to, you know, find out information myself. You know what I'm saying? So have I ever had people kind of block things that I've done? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it came to females, like, in the industry, you know, when I was coming up, when I met you, I was trying to be a radio personality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me coming up as trying to be a radio personality was someone who had to actually end up, being able to stop going to school. I couldn't even go, like, it was like my junior year. I only had 1 year left of school, and I had to end up actually having to end school, you know what I'm saying, early in the game, because financially I could not afford to go back to school, and you know what I'm saying, and I wasn't getting my grants, you know what I'm saying, so I had to stop going to school. So I had to figure out other ways so I could be able to chase my dreams and find my dreams. So at that time, that's when I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna just keep going. And you know, as somebody who didn't have that degree, and then who didn't have a lot of people backing, and had to figure out a way to come up, like, I experienced a lot of people who didn't really take me as serious because they couldn't see it, because at the end of the day, I'm a black woman without a degree, trying to do something that a lot of motherfuckers are doing with a degree.
Yeah.
But when we go back and we look at history of like some of the radio personalities, you don't need a degree to be a radio personality, like, you know what I'm saying,
Correct.
to do that. But that was something that I was passionate about and something that I want to do. So when I was coming up seeking help, I had other females who could see my talent, see my passion, and that made a lot of other females scared at the end of the day, because they were going to school they went to school for the job. They was doing the test, but I had the potential and I had the talent, and that hurt a lot of females. You know what I'm saying? I had people saying that I was sleeping with men that I've never slept with before. I had people saying that niggas ran a train on me. And if anybody who ever knew me, like, I am like, I don't give a fuck about sex like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's with my fucking partner, like, you gotta know me, like, in order to get to like to know that about myself. Like, and that's not me. Like, I'm not that type of female. But those are the type of kind of experiences that I had to come on the way up. And then when you trying to come up on the way up and in a male dominated industry, I had to also deal with men who was lusting over me at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't take you serious because they didn't even know and then see the talent. Then when you actually see the talent, it's like, oh shit, like, oh, she really is about that life. She really got what it take. But then with the females, cock block like a motherfucker, and he up here laughing because he know exactly what I'm talking about. I've had so many fucking female radio personalities try to cock block me, and they already in the position, but they paying attention. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, absolutely. You know, I think a lot of times people don't want to really face reality, or like sometimes they don't want to, like, if they see something in somebody else, a lot of times that makes them kind of like insecure, you know, to a certain extent. Like, they get intimidated. So yeah, I think I have experienced that because I've had to face it with females. Men didn't take me serious because I'm a woman at the end of the day, and all they think is like, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm a get a piece of ass from her, and you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna help her out, like, at the end of the day. But, you know, I had to really work hard and show people that, like, I'm really here and I really can do this. And it took a very, very long time for people to realize it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, and honestly, I'm still to this day making people, like, constantly realize, like, I'm talented, like, I got what it takes, and I'm here to fucking stay, and y'all gonna see me at the top at some point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. I think everybody has a story like that at the end of the day, because when you come from nothing and you got motherfuckers around you who just maybe they got a vision, but they're not doers at the end of the day, but they see you doing, that hurt a lot of people, like, to a certain extent. They don't, because it makes them when they have somebody in front of them that's doing the thing that they want to do, or they see somebody as passionate and driven and doing the things and they like, damn, like, she doing it, like, I want to do it. It's like, it's envy. You know what I'm saying? They start envying that shit, and envy turns into jealousy, and jealousy turns into hate real fucking quick.
And that's the thing, you know, with people, they don't want to see anybody doing better than what they are.
Exactly.
And we all have that feeling, you know what I'm saying? But, I think, like, one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this subject up is because, me and Chiquita, we have conversations outside the podcast, and we talk about how we came up in life and like that stuff that we basically been through. Me and her have maybe 10 years of experience in the entertainment industry. Was it 10 years? Maybe I'm just ODing at the time. It feels
Damn,
like
you showing our fucking age like shit. It felt like a hell of a long time.
But, one of the things is you want to understand is that, like, imagine, right? This woman here right next to me, the reason why I basically respect her is because that she had the industry on a lock just in Richmond, Virginia. And mind you, this person came from one of the most countryest motherfucking places ever in the world, Martinsville, Virginia. You probably never heard of it. I ain't never heard of it either. Guess what? It's like very country. You feel what I'm saying? Like, look it up. Be
country
like,
as fuck.
You feel what I'm saying? Farms and everything, probably.
All right, you wailing now. You coming too hard. You are coming too hard on my hometown. Fuck that.
Where I'm at right now, there's farm. You see, when you pass here, there's farmland.
All right, but listen, don't shit on my hometown like that. All right. Period. Listen, I know I said like, we like lower class, but at the same time, that shit made me what I am today. That shit made me hard as a motherfucker. Like, it just makes me go hard. You know what I'm saying? When you come from nothing and there's nothing there, that shit makes you strive for better. Like, you know what I'm saying? It makes you go even harder. Like, I feel like I needed to be in that place to have the mentality that I have now.
Exactly. And the thing is that, like, with this episode, I wanted to basically make you understand, like, the things that what Chiquita has had to go through was very, very strenuous and crazy. And people would try to play her. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that, like, I remember the first time I met Chiquita, right? She was basically eager. She wanted to basically do, like, so many things. Like, but the thing is how she basically explained how she did it was very intelligent. And that's what made us basically become very close friends. Because, like, we had the same common goal. At that time, I wanted to do clothing. And I had a clothing line called Iconic. And that's my management team right now. But at the time, it was a clothing line at the time. But, Chiquita was like, I want to interview celebrities and everything like that. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea to do. So I'm like, let me go behind that and let me just try to push that there. So a lot of people, when I was like, you know what? Let's try to reach out to these radio stations and everything like that to get Chiquita maybe on a radio station. At the end of the day, she's still in school. So they're like, okay, at the end of the day, we don't want to take you because at the end you're not basically have like you didn't have like you was part time. You was part time, right?
Initially, I think starting out, I was initially
part time, and I'm like, you hear her voice. Her voice is different. It's not these basic radio voices. These are these classic radio voices that catch people's attention. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that, and I'm like, yo, do this. So the radio station was like, you know what? No, we're going to pass because there was one person that making rumors. So, yeah, motherfucker, you know what the fuck we talking about. But anyway, that's the thing is that person was basically causing shit, talking about all these things because they felt offended, felt some kind of way. And what happened is that I was like, you know what, Chiquita? Fuck it. I think that your voice is very different. Your voice is unique in a certain way. We can make this some way. And she was like, I know we can. We can do this way. Because in the day, she was like, I'm not going to stop. Fuck what these radio stations feel and everything like that. I'm going to do what we can do. So what we did was like, you know what? Now that people are people saying that we can't do what we need to do to get in the radio station. Like, we're going to create something of our own. Let's do these interviews ourselves. Let's try to make these things happen. So during the time that we basically did that, we basically had Def Jam was like, whoa, okay, wow. Y'all are doing a lot. How are you getting these interviews? How are you doing these things like that? And this is mind you, okay, just how we're doing it. So, we're college students at a art school. So that helped us a lot. If it was in Howard, probably like, the fuck, I don't know what to do. But, at the end of the day, we was in the art school, okay? So at the end of the day, we told certain people like, you know what? Oh, you record and you do edit and everything like that. Let's have you on the team. we can make you basically reach your favorite artist. And we would do that. We will basically get like people like Dream Doll, Post Malone, who's a big mega artist right now. Jadakiss as well. You know what I'm saying? So we have all these artists that basically helped out when it comes to the common goal, what we're trying to tell you, like, of the masses, that we can reach these people without
you.
You're basically saying that because of what you think that she has done, which she hasn't, is an issue. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the thing I never understood. I'm like, that person that did start these rumors was a friend of ours. And at the end of the day, of like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to sabotage what we have? You know what I'm saying? But, not trying to start B, but fuck that motherfucker right there. I understand who you are, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga, you know what I mean? For real, did ass. But anyway, past that point, but still fuck that nigga. But the thing is that reason why I bring this up is like how much damage that you've done to someone else that you could have helped your career. Like, imagine if we basically build ourselves up, and to come into certain goals. Like,
exactly
how our life has split apart has basically changed us for the better to make certain things. And we could have basically come out of a conglomerate to do certain things better than what you're doing now.
Exactly.
But people are scared. People think that, okay, if I tell you this and that, then you're going to steal my secret.
Yeah.
And fuck a secret.
Exactly.
Fuck all that. Because in the day, if you feel that in your artistry that you're good at what you're good at, then why are you scared? And if you're scared, then that means that in the day that you're not good at what you do.
Absolutely.
See, me, I have people tell me, why do you tell them the secrets about life? Why do you tell them the secrets about how to basically make their song get more popping? How do you tell them how to basically market themselves on social media? I'm like, I can tell them that all day, but they're not me. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just because I tell you that to how to basically get successful in your own thing, doesn't mean that at the end of the day that I can't get successful in my shit.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
We can all eat.
Exactly. That's, at the end of the day, it's like everybody can eat. Everybody can have a situation. So fuck that situation where you feel that at the end of the day you need to be better than someone else. See, that's the number one thing. I don't feel that you should be better than anyone else. No one is not. No one is better than anyone.
We not.
At the end of the day, every person has a gift. God gave us a gift. And I don't know if you believe in God or not. You be atheist, okay? You be atheist is crazy. So
you got to have faith in something.
Exactly. So if you feel that at the end of the day that you're great and you can do something, then believe in it. Say it. Tell yourself that. Be cocky about it. I don't give a fuck. Tell yourself that you're great. You have to. See, the thing is that we are learned to tell ourselves that we need to basically work for someone, that we're not great, we're worthless. And at the end of the day, the only way we can basically to be successful in society is that we need to do certain things in America to basically make us better. Buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Go to college.
Yeah.
But all those things put you in debt, put you into a situation where you're like, you know what?
Period.
I have to stay in a job that I don't like. Fuck all that.
Period.
The thing is, one of the things me and Chiquita was thinking is like, yo, not even thinking, this is what we want to do. We're doing. We want to break out of that system. I don't want to work for someone. But the thing is, I feel like God gives you a gift, and you need to basically show that gift to the world.
Absolutely.
And I understand if your gift is to work for someone, that's cool. That's fine. Do that shit. But in the day, it's like, do your gift.
At the same damn time, period.
Make that happen. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like, because of Chiquita, it made me understand how crazy society is. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, it's a different thing. As a woman, she faces certain things that I can't face. And I'm like, wow, why would you do this to me? Because we will do tests. And I'll be like, let me talk to this person. And Chiquita would talk to this person. How they would do it like this. They would be like, you know what, Jerome, at the end of the day, we'll give you this amount of money, blah, 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 da, da, da. For Chiquita, now, who's very passionate into what she does, they be like, you know what? We give you a bottle in a section. Who gives a fuck about a bottle section? Fuck y'all niggas with the clubs. That don't make no sense. We money, nigga.
So I thought I was gonna take that shit.
Yeah, never would take it. You gotta understand. Chiquita's not no dummy. She's smart. So understand that this is what people think in society, and it's very crazy. Shout out to my text. But anyway, that's the thing I'm just saying. It's like, I guess, from us coming up, we just basically want to express that and tell you as the audience, like, don't ever feel like giving up. Right. You know what I mean? Always keep going. Always keep on motivating and always try to basically push yourself. Because, like, when we came up, we always thought about giving up. We always thought that because the people around us was like, you know what? Y'all shouldn't do it. You can't do it. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. It's dumb. How many professors at VCU? I had a professor at VCU, maybe not you, but I had a professor at VCU was like, I'm like, yo, me and Chiquita doing this and that and that. And the professor was like, yeah, that's a pipe dream. Well, guess what?
Well,
we're basically having J Balvin shout us out. Oh, no. It's kind of big. Me and her, we basically got an award. I don't know, the platinum record out here. I don't know if that's really important, but we got it. But you know what I'm saying? But fuck y'all niggas. Real talk.
Period.
Because at the end of the day, we not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to have that same energy, same feeling that at the end of the day, that you can be whatever you want the fuck you want to be. Don't let these motherfuckers tell you. Because if someone told Chiquita or me what we can be, at the end of the day, we would probably be in jail or be into a situation where we're poor, broke, or whatever. But at the end of the day, we keep on going. So
yes.
Chiquita, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the day, when it comes to that, like, you remember those days of how, like, like, I want to know, like, what would men do to basically try to play you into this industry? Like, what situation that you have dealt with, that woman has expect? Because I think that at the end of the day, women don't have that many, like, people to reach out to on YouTube or any kind of platform to be like, yo, what you need to look out for, what people have basically tried to basically manipulate the situation.
Absolutely.
When it comes to you.
I think you already named one of the biggest things. Now, to me, like, one of the biggest things for me is, like, I'm a host at the end of the day. Like, I'm not just a host. Don't get it twisted. But I MC events. I do things like that. So when people hear that I'm a host, they look at me as I'm like one of these Instagram models or influencers or somebody who just wants a section. And at the end of the day, that's an insult to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually got real ass talent. At the end of the day, I can rock a whole fucking room with, I don't give a fuck if it's 8 motherfuckers in that fucking room. All 8 motherfuckers are going to be up dancing or having a good time. I'm there to entertain at the end of the day. And so y'all need to pay me for my services. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to no club just to sit in a section and party with motherfuckers because to have a good time when I know I'm the motherfucker that make motherfuckers have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. I just feel like people try to belittle what you do when you're a female sometimes. And not only that, when it come to money, or it's just like when it comes to a female, they just think it's just so easy. Like you just there for whatever, just for a good time. Like at the end of the day, because you're a female. And so that to me is just like, I don't like situations like that. And then not only that, it's like at the end of the day, when you're a female, an attractive female, and you in an industry like this, that is one of the most fucking difficult things ever. Because even when it comes down to sometimes, like, some of these artists that you might meet and you might want to work with and you might want to do an interview with, you also got to deal with, like, you got to know how to deal with them and you got to know how to talk to them so they take you serious at the same time too. Because a lot of times in this industry, you got to worry about niggas just want to again, they just want to come at you for a piece of ass. They not realizing what you do, because at the end of the day, they looking at you, the image of you, the outside of you, but they not really taking the time out to really understand you as an individual and the talent that you are. And it's like they don't really realize, like, you don't understand, like, at the same time, yeah, I'm a pretty ass girl, but this mental, my drive, my hustle is one of the fucking meanest motherfucking thing you will ever see on this earth, because I'm fucking driven at the end of the day. But you wouldn't know that unless you took out the time to get to know me. But a lot of times what happens is people see me on the outside, but they don't really take me serious because they don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest struggle that a lot of females that we face, you know, at the end of the day, is because it's just kind of like, and then hold on, pause. And then being a black woman, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when I'm a black woman, with somebody like me, when they do get to know me, or in this type of profession and the way I talk, and they really get to know me, then I'm too aggressive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the black woman. I'm overly aggressive and all this other shit. So people don't take you serious out of that. But if I was a man talking the way I talk, you wouldn't say that. You'll respect it coming from a man. And he spoke on it too. It would be situations where he would go talk to men. Like, me and him, that's like my brother. At the end of the day, we like one almost, for real. Like, if you really truly knew us, like, our mental capacity is probably like, we like one, like, at the end of the day. Like, at the end of the day, our drive is the same. We hungry. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he could go talk to somebody, and I could talk to somebody and say the exact same thing that he just said, but they gonna take him more serious because he a dude. Mm-hmm. That's the shit that we gotta face. Like, a lot of females, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you got book smart, street smart, all that shit. To me, like, when you come to when you a female, they always gonna look at you crazy. Mm-hmm. Just honestly, that's just personally how I feel. Like, you not only gotta work hard, but it's like you always constantly having to prove yourself as a female. You know what I'm saying? Worry about, like, you not doing the wrong thing or saying the wrong thing. Like, it's just so much pressure when you're a female and you in this industry.
And I think that's like the most craziest thing. You know, one of the main things is that we wanted to give a light when it comes to women. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I think at the end of the day, it's like we don't give them too much light in this entertainment industry to women. We're always like, we don't basically be like, you know, how did they come up in here? What they have to do? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like, if you're a woman in this industry, you got to come 10 times harder. You feel what I'm saying? So,
got to.
One of the main things is like this, right? So I'm going basically in the podcast like this because Chiquita basically just give off a lot and everything like that. And how I feel at the end of the day, right? Chiquita is that nigga. Understand? So any motherfucker that basically made you feel that way, that think that he can't be that shit, nigga, what? That makes stupid. You dumb. You stupid. Understand that. Realize. Because when it come to her, she a star. And y'all feel some kind of way? I'm gonna fuck y'all niggas. Make sure we here. Out of the Box Podcast, the best that ever is. Chiquita, wrap it up, nigga.
It's the #1 podcast that the industry never knew they needed. If y'all don't know what the fuck we are by now, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that link in our description box. Make sure y'all follow us on all of our socials. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good shit, because it's the Out of the Box podcast. Period.
Bet.
Maggots outside trying to fuck up the capital. Scammers online trying to fuck up the capital.